Right. This is finally Jean-Michel speaking. First of everything, please let me thank you for making the decision to watch this video, which came actually very late, much later than I had anticipated, much later than I had promised, for which I sincerely want to apologize, hoping that you will accept my apology. So these latest 2 to 3 months, we couldn't have been flooded with without interruption, daily, hourly, with a huge, I'd rather say, unprecedentedly huge amount of news. So impactful that we all knew that we needed to understand accurately how impactful, indeed, that were going to be, how these sea changes were about to change, to affect our lives, the way we're working. And it didn't take too long to understand that the one change that is going to affect directly the HR community, more specifically the community I belong to, which is the headhunting one, is naturally the massive reshuffle of almost all DI policies, be they governmental, corporate, or else. I can say that I have carefully read and listened to everything that's been said and written concerning this matter in particular, and only to understand that on my watch, it doesn't change a whole lot the way I'm working. Diversity is everywhere in our lives. Any organization trying to ignore, distort this fact one way or another is irremediably doomed. Diversity is a fact. It can be a matter of discussion or nor an issue. It's just a fact. I ignore it and reject it, and you're doomed. Accept it, embrace it, surf on it, and you're blessed. In my work, it's always been a part of my landscape, my own landscape. It's so natural that I don't even pay attention to it. As a headhunter, I am permanently obsessed with one thing and one thing only, which consists in finding out the best possible connection between a person and the team this person is bound to be working with. It involves this person's skill set, like soft skills, etc. But most importantly, this person's drive, the like what is moving this person on the one side, and the other side, the company, its team, its vision, its objectives, priorities, ethics, etc. Anything that has the potential to lead to a bias is instinctively put into oblivion. I mean, by me. I just don't pay attention to it. And if any one of my customer does, of course, not openly most of the time, also instinctively I ignore it. What matters the most is how our candidate fits our customer's organization and the other way around. What matters the most is how their mutual collaboration will be a thriving one, how it will be an opportunity for both sides to grow. My brain, the same as when you train neural networks, right? My brain has been trained on the essentials, only the essentials, nothing but the essentials. Sometimes I have to admit it creates edgy situations because my brain is trained in such a way that it can take me very long before I realize that my customer's judgment is being clouded by a bias. The first time I experienced it was 15 years ago. I had at hand one of the most brilliant, intelligent, hardworking persons I had ever met. It happened to be a woman, by the way, and whose current position was head of marketing in the Luxembourg-based US company. Despite her apparent and obvious disapproval, I insisted that we aim very high, that she be presented for the position of director in one of the big four. Instantly, she told me, Mr. Colas, it looks like you completely ignore that we're dealing with a male-only senior management. The connections I choose to put to work in order to make it happen shared exactly the same worries, that more or less it threatened to be a waste of time and energy. My answer was pretty simple. Charge headfirst and feign genuinely ignoring this obstacle. A silent but tough stance that would force them to ignore this bias in return, even though it was a serious one. It won in the end. It worked a wonder. Not only did my candidate obtain the director position we had targeted with a compensation equal to her male peers, even more actually would she meet her objectives. But after a few months, she left them completely blown away with completely unreal results. She met their expectations with flying colors, and icing on the cake, it helped that senior management have definitely stepped into the 21st century without ever pronouncing at all at any single moment words like misogyny, feminist, or else, ever, because it serves no purpose. And luckily, both sides had understood it. It may not look like, but at all actually, but headhunting is one of the most demanding professions in all aspects. It is a human-to-human journey that requires a tremendous experience, together with very long to acquire and master skills like salesmanship, sharp psychology, outstanding listening skills, sharpened reflexes, so as to be able to ask substantial questions in an innocent looking way. Huge amounts of resilience, etc., etc. The one and only objective consists in providing customers with completely unexpected results to literally blow them away. Headhunting comes to a price, and this is precisely where it finds its justification. Not coincidentally, such endeavors automatically lead to out of the ordinary talents. Understand? Diversity, which is precisely why I like to repeat it. It requires huge amounts of experience with the permanent aim to always reconsider anything worth reconsideration, meaning maturation is a never-ending process. Actually, how I came up to the name of Howard Wright initially, I just can't remember with precision. What I do remember is that I rapidly browsed your LinkedIn profile, and I thought, wow, um, he looks like a cool person, and he can probably connect me with a couple of cool startups. Um, as dumb as it looks like, at the moment, my reasoning didn't go much further than that. Simply because I rated my chances of success next to zero. Sorry. Incidentally, your acceptation rang a lot of bells. I did researches in each and every possible way. For example, I realized I had totally downplayed the number of 19,000 startups just because I sort of unconsciously and falsely felt it unreal. Upon realizing the formidable machine NVIDIA ecosystem really is, and how instrumental your role is in it, I then decided to draft this video, crafted only for you, if only to show you my gratitude for accepting my invite. Last but not least, at all, a few days ago I felt on a study, a poll actually, done by an organization called Sifted, SIFTED, based in the UK, which demonstrates how stressed are European startup founders, that many of them have experienced or experience burnout, that many of them work more than 60 hours a week, that they didn't expect actually such a living hell, etc., etc. The candidate's drive is my number one concern, startup or not startup. If their hunger doesn't measure up to the exigencies of startup life, to its Spartan conditions, it irremediably leads to a predictable disaster, because startup life is indeed a living hell. When working for you or with you, this will be my number one criteria. Trust me. Saying that I look forward to serving you is a gross understatement. So thank you so much, Mr. Wright, for watching and listening to this video. Thank you.